Hey there, Pasha guys and gals. Justin Archer here, aka the Pasha Guy, your number one source on pain, posture, and performance. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, you are in for one heck of a ride today. And I'm not just saying that because I've had count them, 2 cups of bulletproof coffee, although that should prove to be entertaining in and of itself. No, the reason I'm so psyched is because today I'm going to be sharing with you some very exciting changes that are coming up on thepashaguy.com. And some of these changes are small, some are medium, some are big, and some are freaking huge. And some are happening in as little as a few weeks, some within a few months, and some not until later, till the end of this year or maybe even early next year. But they're all going to benefit you. So I'm really excited to share this with you today. These are some things that I've been working on behind the scenes for some time now. There's some things I'm currently working on, and there's some things that I have even yet to begin to work on, but I just couldn't keep it to myself. And God bless Anya. I've talked her pretty little head off about it for long enough. I need to share it with someone else, and I thought, who better to share it with than you? All right. So we have a lot to go over today. Let's jump right into it. And, probably the first thing you've noticed that's a little bit unusual, a little different about today's episode is you can't see me. You can hear me, but you can't see me. Well, let me welcome you to thepashaguy.com's first ever audio post, or what you might call audio cast or stream. And you can call it a podcast, but the techies may come after you because it's not technically yet a podcast since there's not a feed burner you can subscribe to, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. But let me explain why you can't see me and why you can only hear me and why I'm trying out this new audio format. Well, it's for a couple reasons. Number one is out of respect for your time. I know that sometimes I can get a little lengthy, especially talking about things that I'm very passionate about. And don't worry, I'm still going to do videos, especially when it comes to exercise and posture related thing, or anytime I think you could benefit from seeing something done, okay? But like today, I know we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, and I thought, there's no reason that you have to watch the screen. And I think sometimes video gets in the way of people consuming information. Same as reading, And no one's emailed me saying that the videos are too long or anything. Sometimes though, I'll check back with them after them asking me for help. I send them a video, say, watch this, this is exactly what I think you need. And they say, thank you. And I'll check back with them a few days later and they still hadn't watched it because they hadn't had the time, as they say, to sit down and watch it. As a matter of fact, I got the nicest unsubscribe email the other day, and I'll actually read a sentence of it to you. And I won't say who it's from, for privacy reasons, but it's very nice. This woman says, I have enjoyed your videos for some time and value the help, but am now finding less and less time to look at everything. And I wrote her back saying, I completely sympathize with you. I'm having, and I'm sure we can all relate here, having less and less time to sit down and watch something or read something. Having time to sit down and watch something or read something is a luxury that not all of us have all the time. And that's why I thought, if I can put some of my content, make it available in audio format for people to listen to, it's going to make it a lot easier for them to consume because your hands are free, your eyes are free. You can be, cleaning the house or cooking dinner or, driving on your way to work. You could be doing something else while you listen, while you consume the content. And so that was the second reason that I wanted to do audio, is make this easier for you to consume. Now, like I said, this isn't a podcast yet, but you can, one, listen to it off the website, you can listen to it on YouTube, or you can actually find this on SoundCloud. And if you know what SoundCloud is, it's basically like YouTube, how YouTube is to video, SoundCloud is to audio. It's a place that you can host music or talk and voice, any type of audio. and people could go there and listen to it. The great thing is too is that they have an application for iOS and Android, so you could actually stream this episode through SoundCloud to your mobile device. And not only that, but you could download it and then take it with you. So maybe you're going for a run, you're going to the gym, or you're going on a road trip, and you can listen to this at your own convenience. Isn't that awesome? So I'll make sure to, in the show, in the area, the show notes and links and resources, to link to that below. But it's soundcloud.com/The Posture Guy, and also link to where you can download the SoundCloud application, which is free for both iOS and Android. All right. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the last, but certainly not least, reason I wanted to do audio is because I love podcasts myself. I love audio, and I always wanted to give it a try. And truth be told, I would say that this is going to turn into eventually a podcast, something that's going to be in iTunes, and I have even bigger plans for it next year. But one thing at a time. And I actually even have some podcast ideas as far as formats that I'd like to run by you and get your opinion on. And, I'm totally interested to know if you have any other maybe podcast format ideas yourself. All right. So, maybe things like Monday monologues, Tuesday tips and tricks, Wednesday walk casts. I don't have anything for Thursdays yet. Fridays with friends, where maybe I can bring on you or maybe a relative expert in an area for like an interview type style, something like that. As well as, speaking of bringing you and some of the other posture guys and gals on, maybe a format where you can come on with me on Skype or Google Hangouts, and I can interview you, and we can kind of dissect how to optimize certain foundations of your health, how to get you out of chronic pain, realign your posture, improve your performance, all that, and we can repurpose that content as, of course, with your permission, as a post. And I think that'd be great, because I think that as a community, as the Posture Peeps family, to see someone be helped live like that is very inspirational and motivational. And, that's what I want to do. I want to build more community. So, if you'd be interested on being on the show with me, please contact me. I'll put my phone number, my email, and all my social media down below, like I said, in the show notes section, and get a hold of me. And I would love to have you on the show with me. All right. So that's just number one. Moving on to the second thing, you've probably noticed by now that I've been talking a lot about the Optimize Self workshop / course. And if you don't yet know what that is, the Optimize Self workshop / course is basically, it's quintessentially the guide to taking care of yourself. And, right now it's a workshop. It's in the process of being made, but you can still join and be part of that process of building and developing it. And then when it's done, it will be a course. And basically, why this is so important to me. Don't worry, I'm not going to be abandoning posture and all that. Quite the contrary. This course, I may refer to it as workshop or course interchangeably. So if I do understand, I mean the same thing, the Optimize Self workshop / course. The reason I wanted to build this, and quite frankly, I'm so excited about this. I really think it's the biggest thing I've ever done in my life, and I'm so excited to be working with you and some of the other posture guys and gals on this project, is because a while back I kind of had this aha moment, almost like, quite frankly, an epiphany followed up by a eureka moment, or eureka followed up by an epiphany moment. And what I noticed, it was a coming together of 12 plus years of experience, and noticing people were coming to me asking for help with their posture, to help them get out of pain, to improve their performance. And it was through exercise, which makes sense. I'm the posture guy. My specialty is in posture alignment therapy and biomechanics, and I would look to help them, that way. And they would get better, but a lot of times it wasn't as fast as either of us would like it, or as consistently. And when we digged a little deeper, we would find that they had neglected certain other areas of their life. Things like their breathing, their hydration, their sleep, nutrition, stress, and movement. And they were just focusing on the exercise. They were approaching their health or whatever problem they had with a single factor focus type of thinking. And, when we started to improve whatever aspect of their life that they had neglected, when we started to optimize it, oh my gosh, it was like taking, noticing your handbrake was on while driving on the freeway and then putting it down, whoosh, the results just started to come effortlessly to them. And time again, I'm noticing that people are driving around with their handbrake on. They're trying to improve themselves via exercise, whether it's to get themselves out of pain or to lose weight, but they've whether consciously or subconsciously, again, neglected some of these other foundations of health. And I hate to see that, because I hate to see people put so much time and effort into the exercise and not get the results that they want and deserve. But you have to understand that you cannot out-exercise, no matter the quantity or the quality of that exercise. You can't out-exercise a poor lifestyle. If you're not eating the right things, or if you're eating the wrong things, or if you're dehydrated, or if you're not getting enough sleep, or if you're sleeping in the wrong position, or if you're wearing the wrong footwear, all these things actually matter more than the exercise you do. Take something like breathing and hydration. Those are all things that, in order for us to survive, we need more than exercise. So, and each of these foundations of health go back to supporting your efforts in exercise and in postural alignment. So that's really why I wanted to build the Optimize Self workshop, which will later, when it's finished, become the Optimize Self course. And that's why I'm so excited about it, and why, some of the posture peeps who have been early adopters of this program and have already invested in the workshop, which, like I said, will become the course, we're kind of creating this little sub family, calling ourselves the Optimize Selfies. And why we're so passionate about it is because it's all about optimizing each of these foundations of health to really make the best possible version of yourself possible, and to also make the time and the effort you put into exercise to make sure you get the best results, the most bang for your buck. All right. So, and the way that we're doing this right now is each month, where you might have seen, even just this past week, we did a hangout, a live event. You might call it a webinar. We like to be a little bit more informal. We call it a hangout, teaching about each of those foundations of health. And we just did breathing. At the end of next month, we will do hydration, and then the next month, each of the following foundations of health. And so, if this sounds like something you want to get in on, the best way that I would recommend you do so is to register for that next event. Now, I don't have a place you can do so now, but you'll definitely see it on the website in the next few weeks, probably the next 1 to 2 weeks. And that's where I would recommend you go to sign up. And then usually at the end of those events are some special deals where you can get, where you could invest and become an early adopter of the Optimize Self workshop before it actually becomes the course. And there's some really great deals in there. And again, I think this is what the majority people need, and the people that are already involved, I even ask them, not just what I think they need, but you tell me what you need. And so far, it's been a great collaboration, and I think we're on the right track. So anyways, you'll hear me talk more about the Optimize Self workshop / course in the coming weeks and months. But like I said, definitely look out for the next registration. It'll be for hydration, and it'll be on the last Saturday of the month. Okay, so definitely check that out. Let's see, I got a whole list of things here for us to go over. But moving on to the next one, I also just want to, before we move on, to reassure you, like I said, there's still going to be a lot of posture talk. We're not moving away from posture. We're going to be talking about other things to support posture and chronic pain, and how the pain and the posture affect your performance, both physically and cognitively. And as a matter of fact, for those of you who are VIP posture peeps that already have access to the video tutorials for 16 of the most common chronic pain symptoms, I'm actually going to be adding 4 to that list. Now, you should be able to use the same link. If it does change, I will send you an email and let you know. But the 4 that are going to be added are a routine for plantar fasciitis, tongue-tied today, sciatica, frozen shoulder, and scoliosis. Okay. And if you haven't already signed up to be a VIP Posture Peeps, either on the homepage or on any of the pages with the opt-in sidebar area in the upper right-hand corner, definitely do so, because I should have those out in the next week or 2 here. All right, so it'll definitely be good to have access to those. And if you don't need them yourself, then maybe you can think of someone in your life, a friend, a family member, a coworker who is suffering from plantar fasciitis, sciatica, frozen shoulder, and/or scoliosis, that you can forward to them, and you can be their hero. All right. So definitely some cool posture stuff going to be coming out. Also, there is going to be kind of a shift in business models for those of you who have worked with me in the past, or currently work with me, or may be thinking of working with me. You know that I currently work with people. There's the online therapy, and then there's the Skype therapy. And it's how I work with people one-on-one, and they could be purchased, that service be those services can be purchased in a packaged deal, right? 8-session package, 16-session package, and that's been good for the last year or so that I've been doing the postureguy.com. It's what I used in a clinical setting when I worked in San Diego, and it's been good, but I think I found a better way. And what that is I'm going to be transitioning to a retainer-based model, kind of like, I'm sure you know several professions that use a retainer-based model. I know some lawyers do, some concierge doctors do. And the reason I'm going to be doing this is because what I found is the, package sessions, 8-session, 16-session packages, a lot of times, they're designed to be used usually in a certain time period. And that's not to rush people through using their sessions. It's because I know that the more often I see someone, especially towards the front end of the therapy process, the better chance they have of getting the results that they want, need, and deserve. But a lot of times, life happens, things get in the way, there's little stumbles or falls, not literally, although sometimes literally, which can get in the way, right? They're gung-ho to get rid of their back pain, and 2 weeks into it, they have some unfortunate fall and they twist their ankle. Well, that's gonna, definitely curtail their ability to do their exercises. But again, I know life happens. And the other thing too is some people will try to, and I totally understand this, is, try to spread out their sessions to get more value. They think, okay, let me take 8 sessions, instead of using them in 2 months, use them in 4 months or 5 months or 6 months. And again, I know from experience that the people who get better faster are the people that I get to spend more time around. So I'm going to be transitioning. Actually, the online therapy will kind of be faded out. It's going to be no more. And it'll still be up probably for the next at least probably month to 2 months because I have to film the new sales videos and kind of change around some of the pages. So if you like it, definitely sign up now because the online therapy will eventually be gone. In the Optimized Self workshop slash course membership area, there is a place inside to purchase individual online therapy session credits. So there's still going to be a little bit, it's not going to get completely dead, but the therapy service in of itself is going to be faded out. The Skype therapy will still be around, but like I said, it's going to be it's going to be more of a retainer-based model. So there'll be a monthly, a quarterly, every 6 months, or annual that you can sign up for, and you will have unlimited access to me because I don't want people to think, oh, I only have so many sessions. If you sign up to work together for say 3 months, I would love it and some people think that I've heard them say, "Oh, I don't want to bother you." I'm like, that's what you're investing in, is to bother me, and you're not bothering me. I love helping people optimize their health, to get them out of pain, to realign their posture, and to improve their performance. I live for it, okay? So you're not bothering me. Quite the contrary, I am bothered when people don't contact me enough, when we don't see and hear from each other as frequently, especially when I first start working with people. I like to hear from them, heck, almost every day the first week we start working together. And of course, though, I know some people kind of shy from that because they think I'm going to go through my sessions too fast. Well, hopefully this retainer type model, business model, should help avoid that. Okay, and there's a lot of other benefits, but you'll see that change probably within the next month or two. So if you do like the online therapy, it'll be up for a little bit longer. Definitely though, don't wait too long because then it won't be available. Again, prices will change. They are going to go up, and it'll be more of an initial investment, but there's going to be much more value. So when you break it down in terms of time, trust me, it's going to be a much better deal for you, and the efficacy and efficiency of the therapy is going to be an improvement. And again, this is all to benefit you. But if there's, one of the sessions, one of the packages you've currently looking at and been kind of hemming and hawing over, I would say, again, sign up sooner rather than later, because I can't guarantee at any time that they're going to be there tomorrow. Okay, but you still probably have at least a month before the switch. All right. Let's see what else is on the list. Oh, something else, and this is something I talked to Anya about the other day, and she thought would be fun. As many of you know, we've been traveling indefinitely for a little over 2 years. We're in Chernigov, Poland now. Before we were in 4 months in Vancouver. Before that, I can go on and on, but we travel a lot. And, working with many people over Skype or online, a lot of people have said, oh, I wish I just had you here to tell me, this, to make sure I did this, or eat a certain way, or do my exercise, or make sure I'm doing this right. And it kind of made me think, this is a little bit out there, but I'm going to make it available, is put together an Optimized Self live-in program, where basically for a trade of you can say room and board, of Anya and I staying with you, you will actually get myself and her to help you optimize your life for free. Not for free, but basically an exchange, if you will. So it'll almost be like a live-in postural alignment therapist there with you to help you on your journey towards a pain-free and active life. So again, I'll put videos together for each of these so you have a better idea of what this would look like. But, a lot of people have said they've wanted it, so I thought, all right, if we can stay with someone for 2 to 3 months and it'll be mutually beneficial, I would love to do that and help guide you or someone on that journey towards a pain-free and active life without limitation. So keep a lookout for that, the Optimize Self Live-In program. And what else? There's a lot more to come. A lot of new and exciting formats and information and tools and resources I'm really looking forward to bringing you. And, obviously putting all this together takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And you know what? It is a passion of love. I don't mind doing it. But, like I said, it obviously, takes time and it takes money, and time is money. So, don't worry. I'm still going to be putting all this information out for free. There's going to be the services. But yeah, in any way that you could support, the show, I would appreciate it. I always prefer to work with people to give something of value for money, whether it be the Skype therapy, the online therapy, the Optimize Self workshop/course, something like that first. But if neither of those or any of those seem like a fit for you, but you still want to contribute to the cause, there's also the donate page, which there's a link to in the footer at the very bottom. There's a link to there, and then you can donate whatever you want to the show, however much or however little. It could be $1, could be $100. The amount doesn't really matter. Every little bit helps, and it will go towards the show, making it better, investing in new software, making it easier for you to navigate, consume the information, etc., etc. All right. Anyways, I think that's it for today. I can go on and on forever, but I think we'll wrap it up here. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for being a part of the Pasha Peeps family. I am so appreciative and so grateful for you and just everything. You are awesome. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you inside the next video. Until then, take care and keep moving.